Dear viewers, let me take you to a moment that did not just feel like a government event. It felt like life coming full circle for hundreds of young people.
अनाथ म्हटलं की संघर्ष हा आला.
तुला तुझ्या पायावर उभं राहायचंय.
या संस्थेत अधीक्षिका म्हणून काम करते.
मला समाजात माझ्या भावंडांसाठी काहीतरी करायचंय.
कोणताही अनाथ असो तो महत्वाकांक्षी असतो.
आरक्षण म्हणजे माझी शस्त्र आहे.
आणि हा प्रत्येक महत्वाकांक्षी अनाथ हिमालय चढून पाहतो.
तुम्ही आम्हाला जे आरक्षण दिले त्याबद्दल मी धन्यवाद म्हणते.
काल त्यांच्या ताटात भाकरी होती, आज माझ्या ताटात 30 भाकरी आहे. काल त्यांच्या हातात नोकरी होती, आज ती नोकरी माझ्या हातात आहे.
आपली आयडेंटिटी लपवून जगावं लागतं.
पण ही भाकरी, ही नोकरी, ही सहज मिळालेली देणगी नव्हती. नशिबाच्या पलीकडे जाऊन आमच्यासाठी घेतलेला तुम्ही हा एक निर्णय, एक संवेदना आणि एक मनापासून केलेला प्रयत्न, ज्यांनी आज आमचं हे आयुष्य बदललंय. सर, खूप खूप आभार, खूप खूप धन्यवाद.
डोळ्यात पाणी नाही माझ्या, पण भावुक झालोय मी. डोळ्यात पाणी नाही माझ्या, पण भावुक झालोय मी. नाही सर, आज घ्यायला नाही, काही द्यायला आलो. कारण देव हाऊस नाही, गरज पुरवतो. तुम्ही तर आमच्या आयुष्यभराची गरज पुरवली सर.
फार थोडी कामं अशी असतात की ज्याने आपल्याला खूप समाधान प्राप्त होतं. इक्वॅलिटी ऑफ ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी, संधीची समानता.
December 4th, 2025, Varsha Bungalow in Mumbai, the first anniversary of Devendra Fadnavis' second term as Chief Minister. But this wasn't a political celebration. The guests weren't ministers, businessmen or party workers. They were boys and girls who once had no one to call family. And today, they walked in as government officers, clerks, engineers, teachers, confident, settled and standing on their own feet. All because of a decision taken years ago. A decision that quietly changed their future. Back in his first term, Fadnavis introduced something Maharashtra had never seen before. A 1% parallel reservation for orphan children. It applied to both higher education and government jobs. No caste lines, no categories. Just a simple idea. Children without parents deserve a fair chance too. The cabinet passed it on 17th January 2018. The guidelines came in 2019 and slowly, year after year, that 1% started opening real doors. Fast forward to 2025 and we now have 862 orphaned youth who have secured government jobs through this quota. 862 lives that went from uncertainty to dignity. 862 people who no longer introduce themselves as orphans but as officers of the government of Maharashtra. And on December 4th, many of them came together to meet the man who signed that policy. The atmosphere inside Varsha Bungalow was emotional in a way you rarely see in politics. Young men and women walked up to the Chief Minister with certificates, appointment letters and stories of struggle. Some had tears in their eyes, some couldn't speak at all. Some just stood there overwhelmed because for the first time in their lives, someone in power was looking at them not as charity but as achievers. Fadnavis himself grew emotional. He said this was the most fulfilling decision of his political career, the one that truly made him feel he had done something meaningful. He spoke about Ambedkar's idea of equality, of opportunity, and how that idea shouldn't stop with caste or community. It should reach children who grow up without a family, without resources, and without anyone to stand for them. He told the youth sitting before him, "Your work becomes your identity. Don't stop here, become examples for others." And the way those young faces lit up in that room, you could tell those words weren't just motivation, they were validation. MLC Shrikant Bhartiya was present too. Officers from the orphan category shared how their first salary changed everything, how it gave them confidence, stability, and a sense of belonging that institutions never could. For many, this wasn't just a meeting, it was gratitude wrapped in decades of struggle. And here is a key update. The government has now revised the rule to ensure the reservation applies to vacant posts, not just available posts, which means more security, more clarity, and more chances for orphan youth going forward. Think about it. A policy that began as a line in a government file is now the reason so many young people have a stable home, a secure job, and a future they can finally dream about. And on that December evening, as those youth walked out of Varsha Bungalow, they did not walk out as beneficiaries. They walked out as proof. Proof that one thoughtful decision can change hundreds of lives. Proof that opportunity, when given at the right moment, can rewrite an entire story. Sometimes governance is about numbers, but sometimes it's about moments like this, where a room full of children who grew up without a family finally felt seen.